Radio Plus Sports. The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
Good morning, softball fans, and welcome to Goodman Diamond here as we're getting ready here for the state championship here in Division 5 as our Lady Oakfield Oaks will be taking on the Pacelli Cardinals, a repeat of last year's final. So it'll be very interesting to see how things turn out this time. I had a chance to talk with Coach Rob Schaefer. He was gave me a interview from the hotel. I was extremely excited about that. He sounded like he was ready to go. So did all of the assistant coaches, and they were sitting around listening to the interview. It was fantastic. You saw on Thursday that the Lady Oaks did an amazing job staying even with Thorpe until that fifth inning, I think it was, Caleb, where they blew things open. So again, joining you here on AM 1170, The Source, WFDL. Caleb Sauer and Jeff Sauer here. Caleb, just talk a little bit about that game on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, Oakfield did what they needed to do. Had a little bit of a slow start. Thorpe had battled off, gave them a tough test early on, and then it was the fourth or fifth inning. Oakfield completely took over. Were able to score some runs, and Lamonska was able to shut them down. So,
yeah, they put up I believe it was a 4 spot, if I remember, Caleb, in that inning, and they took over. We're going to step aside here. We got to give some love to our sponsors, and again, I'll make sure that I am announcing that the whole time because we are so privileged to have opportunities here to bring this to you on the air. So we're going to step aside here from some of those sponsors, and we'll be back. You're listening to Caleb Sauer and Jeff Sauer here on The Source.
Programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to Facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster.
Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated is a proud sponsor of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game. Success on the court or the field starts with the right team, with the right coaching. Oakfield Elevator's line of wholesale feeds, fertilizers, agrochemicals, and supplies is supported by their line of experts and friendly sales staff. Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated, 280 North Main Street in Oakfield, a proud supporter of Oakfield Athletics.
Club.
Oakfield Elevator Company and
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game. Tonight's Oakfield game is proudly sponsored by Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance. For over 90 years, the team of Coles Hankey Kemmel have been serving the personal, business, and automotive insurance needs of the Oakfield community. A history of excellence starts with commitment to the roots of success and community. Contact Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance at 920-583-3010. A proud sponsor of tonight's game and Oakfield Athletics.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery, at New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond as we're getting ready here for warm-ups to take place. Pacelli is out throwing on the field already. Looks like Oakfield is going to be the home team. I believe it's by seed, Caleb. I think that's how it's placed.
Yeah, so Oakfield, the number 1 seed here, they're going to take infield, outfield first. And then Pacelli, the number 2 seed, is going to take infield second. I think Oakfield is going to be taking infield, outfield here at 7:45. And then they'll have 5 minutes, and then Pacelli will take the field.
Yeah, so again, we're getting ready here. I had a chance to talk to Coach Schaefer, get a pregame interview with him. Let me share that with you. And looking forward to today's contest. I could just see the ladies out there dancing. I didn't get a chance to talk. I didn't want to talk about how graduation and stuff went for the 7 seniors as they graduated last night. I'm sure they got that back down here about 11 o'clock. That's what Coach was hoping for, and we'll see how well things turn out here, but they should be excited enough, have enough adrenaline here to be playing in the state championship. Let's hear from Coach Rob Schaefer this morning. Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now on the pregame is the head coach for the Lady Oaks, Coach Rob Schaefer. Coach, this might be our last pregame show. In fact, it will be, so welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. It's we've had quite a few conversations together. It's been nice.
It has been awesome to hear your perspective, and you've given me a lot of great insight on the team as well as the teams that are coming up. So let's just talk about a real quick review. You're here in the state championship back-to-back years. To get here, you beat a Thorpe team that seemed to be pretty competitive for most of the game, and then you blew things out late.
Yeah, Thorpe does a lot. They're a younger team, and I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with as we move forward. They do a lot of the little things well that you see out of good teams. They time that pitcher really well on a base path. They not a lot of strike 3 look-ins. They run bases well, and I thought they played pretty good defense. So they have a little maturity, I think, coming up in a few years, but they were good, and hats off to them.
That's probably, I've seen a lot of softball games. That seemed to me like the team that had the most team speed. They had a lot of infield hits, and that surface at UW-Madison is not slow.
No, it's not slow. And I think we talked about Thorpe in the sectional final, and that's what they do a good job of. They force the action, they put the ball into play, and they use their speed and try to create chaos. And we fell for it a couple times last night, and we haven't fallen for that before. So I think maybe some of the nerves of the stage and what we were doing opened us up or made us acceptable to that kind of play. But yeah, they force the action really well.
Well, congratulations again. You are in the state final now again for the second year in a row, and you're facing a familiar foe in Stevens Point, Pacelli. So talk to me a little bit about what you know about Pacelli and their victory over Assumption and getting themselves here, and talk to me what you know about their team.
So Pacelli and Oakfield, I think we're going to start each team is going to start 8 of their starters from last year's championship game. They are a older team. They're going to pitch Paige Mansell, I believe her last name is. She will be at a different level. It took us, I think, twice last year getting around our lineup before we started getting on her, and then they brought in, I believe Trzynski to end the game. So they're going to throw the ball hard. They're going to hit their spots. She's going to try and live on that outside corner with a little bit of a rise, and we're going to have to take that away from her. Offensively, they really do a nice job of hitting gaps. So they're going to hit right field gap, right center field gap, left center field gap. We're going to pinch in there and try to force them to push it down the line on us. Assumption played that defense against them the last couple of times they played. And whatever it is, they seem to be a straightaway hitting team. And last year at State, they hit straight away and they hit double after double in a gap on us. So we're going to take some chances. Our outfield will be shifted a little bit, and if we need to adjust back, we'll adjust back. But I've seen them now 3 times, and they hit that left center gap and that right center gap really well.
Yeah, I don't know how you necessarily teach that in your hitting, but that's something I think that just gets into your psyche, I guess, as a hitter, and to making sure that you time your swing perfectly to hit those gaps.
Yeah, I think so. And hitting oftentimes breeds more hitting, and so you get one girl hit a gap, and all of a sudden you got 2 or 3, and things really can take off on you. So we're going to pinch, and we're going to try to take that away from them. One thing, this might be wrong tomorrow, right, on the day, but they're not a pull hitting team, so that helps me feel a little more comfortable how we're going to adjust our outfield.
And Allie Lamonska will be on the mound for you. Let me go back to Peyton Mansell, just looking at some of the stats. 105 strikeouts and only 9 walks in 10 games. I'm assuming that you're teaching that to the girls and that they know that they'll have to be aggressive up there at the plate.
Yeah, we want to take it one pitch at a time. We want to get deep in counts early. We don't want to be chasing first pitches. We want to work and work. I think she'll lose a little steam as the game goes on. I noticed that today against Assumption, it seemed like she slowed down in the later innings. So we want to make her work for every strikeout she gets, and I guess every strike she gets.
So talk to me about Allie now. I know that, and you also got 6 other girls along with Allie who are actually at graduation still, probably right now, wrapping things up, and they're going to be heading down. But yep. It's their last game. I expect them to rise to the occasion. So talk to me about Allie. She's going to be in this state final game, and last year she struggled a little bit. And how's the conversation with Allie been?
Well, Allie's been good. You know, she is that senior leader. I thought it took her a little bit to settle down last night. As the game went further along, she got better. We're going to Paige did a nice job of getting the girls some breathing exercises and some relaxation exercises. And I think Allie will be more confident tomorrow. This is her 4th game she's pitched on Goodman Diamond, so she should be used to the elements. Last night it was loud in there. It was louder than it was last year, so we were a little discombobulated with pitch calls and getting signals and signs out. So we worked through that. And I think you saw that maybe in the first couple innings of that game last night. But she will be locked in and she'll be ready to go, as will all of our seniors.
So what else do you have on up your sleeve for you to beat the Pacelli Cardinals?
Well, we were talking as a coach staff this morning at breakfast. The work has been done. We didn't really understand what team we got. Last night, there was more errors than we've had in quite some time. But we've really put in the work. We're going to try and keep the girls positive. We're going to keep them loose. We're going to have them enjoy the moment. Whatever the outcome comes, they've been a very successful group, and they've been a big part of the Oakfield tradition. And they're not going to be judged on the outcome of that game tomorrow, the history and the records over the last 2 years. So we're going to take it easy. We're going to make sure we're in the right spots and make the girls feel comfortable at what they're doing.
And you have done that so far of what I've watched during the season completely. I love the demeanor that your entire coaching staff has shown. So congratulations to you, Coach Schaefer, and getting here to this championship game. I look forward to talking to you at the end of the game, win or lose, because like you said, the only one team gets to finish their season undefeated within the division, but that doesn't take away from whatever the other team has accomplished. And you have accomplished huge strides, I think, with these girls, and you've continued to keep the tradition of Oakfield softball alive.
Well, I appreciate it, Jeff. There's only 2 teams at Division 5 that now know their last game will be played tomorrow, right?
Right.
So it's kind of funny. You get all that work, and you're the last 2 teams standing, and whoever loses is going to feel bad, and whoever wins is going to feel great. And when you look at the whole picture of the work, it's really somewhat irrelevant.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to first pitch coming up here shortly and seeing what you guys are able to put as a product out there. And hopefully we'll have a different outcome than happened last year. This has been Jeff Sauer here with AM 1170, The Source, and head coach for the Oakfield Lady Oaks, Rob Schaefer, here on the pregame show. We'll be back after these messages here on AM 1170.
Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to Facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
We make you feel at home and auto sales, great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
The youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
We know Stan's Service Center in Oakfield repairs vehicles, trucks, vans, and more. Stan's takes care of routine maintenance too. But did you know Stan's Service Center maintains and repairs utility, boat, and camper trailers? Everything from brakes, tires, lights, and more. Got a problem? Call Stan. Call 583-3058. 583-3058. Log on, stanservicecenter.com. Stan Service Center is a sponsor of the Oaks in today's game.
And a reminder, they can service and take care of your air conditioning units, too.
Tonight's Oakfield game is proudly sponsored by Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance. For over 90 years, the team of Coles Hankey Kemmel have been serving the personal, business, and automotive insurance needs of the Oakfield community. A history of excellence starts with commitment to the roots of success and community. Contact Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance at 920-583-3010. A proud sponsor of tonight's game and Oakfield Athletics.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond as we're getting ready here for the state championship in Division 5. Jeff Sauer here along with Caleb Sauer to call the game here between the Lady Oaks of Oakfield and the Cardinals of Thorpe. Caleb, I was actually, when I was trying to create these front pages that I have out there for the YouTube stuff like that so that I have a page available, or I noticed, so you got the Cardinals here. Thorpe Cardinals is who they just played. Later on today, Laconia is going to be playing the Prescott Cardinals. So Cardinals must be one of the most popular logos, or if you're a Cardinal, you can almost write yourself down for state.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of both. I mean, it is a pretty popular, and I'm guessing all the mascots and logos are pretty similar.
Yeah, I guess so as well. They're getting the diamond ready for the game, and they're introducing the captains to each other. Why don't we, Caleb, go through the starting lineups here, and then we can talk a little bit about the game and how they got here. So if you want to go through the starting lineup for Pacelli, who will be the visiting team, they'll be up batting first.
Yeah, Pacelli, the number 2 seed here in this state championship game out of the Central Wisconsin South Conference. 27-2 on the year again. Leading off for them is going to be number 2, Maddie Pionic. Batting second is going to be number 5, Katie Ilka. Batting third is going to be number 11, Hannah Trzynski. Batting fourth is going to be number 7, Kaylin Yenter. In the 5 hole is going to be number 8, Kelsey Geezy. The 6th spot is going to be number 18, Amelia Martini. Number 7 in the 7th hole is going to be number 20, Ava Tess. In the 8th hole is going to be number 13, Peyton Mansell. And the 9th spot is going to be the left fielder, Caden Nelson.
That's going to be the hitting order here. Coach did talk about that he expected to see on the mound as the pitcher, number 13, Peyton Mansell. Can you give her numbers that you got there, Caleb, as her stats?
Yeah, Mansell's had a really good year. .74 ERA, 9-1 on the year in 10 games started. She's got 47 innings pitched, 24 hits allowed on the year, 12 runs, only 5 earned, 9 walks, and 105 strikeouts.
So let's take a look also at the line from yesterday, it was yesterday morning was the first game of the day where Pacelli played Assumption. Peyton Mansell was on the mound for that game. She got the win. She pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 0 runs, no earned runs, no walks, obviously 10 strikeouts. She faced 22 batters, and fielding outs, she ended up 5. Or fly balls.
Fly outs, yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what others were. So she caught 5 fly balls for an out, and she also fielded 3 ground balls. They seem like they have the speakers up louder today because it's really blasting here.
Yeah, we got the speaker right in our ear.
Which we still have a great spot here. You know, we talked about this. The only thing I don't like is there's a lot of traffic that goes through here. And when we were here on Thursday night, they had the door was supposed to be propped open, and it wasn't, and then that ended up causing headaches with us cutting my extension cord. We lost sound for a little bit. We were scrambling. It was right before the game came along, and then we were able to get things organized for the broadcast, but it sure scared the daylights out of me that they did that. And I'm hoping it's not going to happen today. They said they were going to leave the door open. The door is not open. They just closed it. I brought a heavier extension cord, so hopefully they don't cut that as well. Talked already about the starting lineup for Pacelli. Caleb, let's talk a little bit about the starting lineup for Oakfield. I'm sorry, we're going to come back and do that. They're going to do the national anthem right now. We'll step aside so we can participate. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on AM 1170, The Source.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday. Downtown Oakfield.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game.
The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond on the campus of UW-Madison. So we're getting ready here for the Division 5 state championship. I certainly feel like I'm all over the place again. We were here plenty early, but then I forgot my glasses, so I had to go back out to the vehicle and get my glasses so I could see actually what I'm writing. And all kinds of other distractions again this morning, especially with the loudspeaker right again in our ears. I'm having a hard time even hearing myself. So, Caleb, why don't we go through the starting lineup here for the Lady Oaks?
Yeah, Oakfield going to be a pretty similar lineup as their semifinal game. Leading off is going to be number 1, Marissa Kotke. Followed by number 3, Ryan Vielbig. In the 3 spot's going to be number 13, Olivia Robinson. The 4 holes going to be Allie Lamanska, number 9. 5 spots, number 16, Stella Hoffman. And the 6 hole is going to be number 8, Alexis Liebenau. Batting 7th is number 18, Savannah Tapp. And the 8 hole is going to be number 12, Georgia Hoffman. The 9 spot is going to be number 7, Lainey Shep. Hitting for number 10, Krista Sobel.
So let's take a look at how Pacelli got here again as they were introducing the non-starters for Pacelli. And again, we apologize if you're hearing the loudspeaker. I can't even think it's so loud here. It's a good thing that it won't be playing while we're calling the game. Pacelli beat Assumption 10-0 in trying to look at in 6 innings. They started out right off the bat with a 3 spot in the bottom of the first to put themselves up 3-0, and then they put up another 3 spot in the 3rd inning to make it 6-0. A couple of notes that they had out listed on here. There was only 2 outs with 1 runner left on base when the Pacelli Cardinals pushed across to the 10th run. Again, Peyton Mansell was the pitcher, and taking a look at some of the players that were here, at least on the batting side of it. Maddie Pionic was 2 for 4. Katie Ilka was 0 for 2. Hannah Trzynski was 2 for 4. Kaylin Yenter went 3 for 4. Kelsey Giese was 0 for 2. Amelia Martini was 1 for 3. Tess was 0 for 3. Peyton Mansell was 2 for 3. And Kaden Nelson went 0 for 3. So they had 28 at-bats. They scored 10 runs on 10 hits. There was 7 RBIs. They only took 1 walk. They struck out 6 times. And they had been put out at first 18 times against Assumption. So hearing those numbers, what jumps out to you, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, from what I can tell here, they're a good hitting team, and obviously they put up 10 runs in a state tournament game. That's pretty impressive to do, no matter who you're playing. And just looking at their roster, they only have 1 senior, so they're a super young team. And they're the defending D5 state champs, as they had beaten Oakfield last year in the championship game 9-6.
Yeah, so they. Again, Oakfield, let's go through that real quick as a summary. They won their game 7-3. Thorpe scored first in the first inning, 1-0, and then the Lady Oaks came back in the 3rd and scored a run and tied it. In the 4th, they put in 2 more runs to take a 3-1 lead. Thorpe came back in the 6th inning, scored 1 more run to make it 3-2. And then they also scored then in the 6th inning, making it 3-3. And then when Oakfield came up in the bottom of the 6th, that's when they put a 4 spot up on Thorpe Cardinals and was able to shut Thorpe out in the 7th inning to take the victory 7-3. Oakfield had 12 hits in that game, only gave up 7 hits, 5 errors. You heard Coach talk about that on the pregame show. That is uncharacteristic for his team to make that kind of errors. and they were throwing the ball around a little bit, so it was very interesting about how that all came about. They did have, Thorpe also had 3 errors. They had a nice errors for the, we're not going to talk about those. Let's go with the Oaks did leave 9 players stranded. Doubles in that game. Olivia Robinson had a double, as Allie Lamonska did. And Allie Lamonska, we've got to talk about that, because not only was she great on the mound, she was 4 for 4 at the plate.
Yeah, I mean, she just had herself a day. She saw all the pitches come in, and she had a couple singles and a double at least, I believe. So she had a day at the plate, and then obviously she dominated as well on the mound.
Yeah, she had what I would say would be a dream state tournament to get things rolling here. Let's take a look at their batting on Thursday night. Marissa Kotke 0 for 4. Marissa's been struggling at the plate. She has still a solid batting average, but we've seen her. I saw her at least before the WIAA season have an incredible batting spree, I guess you could say, while she was on the team. Ryan Vielbig was 0 for 3. Her job is really to move runners, and her job is to get on base and try and score, but it's mainly to move the runners. And then Olivia Robinson had the 1 double. She was 1 for 3. Stella Hoffman 1 for 4. Alexis Liebnow was 1 for 3. Savannah Tapp was 1 for 3. Georgia Hoffman was 1 for 2. Lainey Shep was also 3 for 3 at the plate. Getting ready here for the first pitch. Let's talk about how the diamond is set up. Behind the plate is Savannah Tapp. Allie Lamonska is on the mound. Over at first base is going to be Georgia Hoffman. Ryan Vielbig at second. Krista Sabel at short. At third will be... Oh, I just drew a blank here. Yeah.
At third base?
Yeah.
It's going to be Alexis Liebnow.
Alexis Liebnow. I am sorry, Alexis. Out in the outfield, left to right, is going to be Stella Hoffman. In center is going to be Liv Robinson, and in right will be Marissa Kotke.
Had a first pitch ball, and then second pitch swinging there for strike 1 to Maddie Pionic, and just fouled that one back here for strike number 2. So 1 and 2 to Pionic.
Trying to get a good quick start here. You want to stay on top of your hitters.
Monska fires another one in there, and Pionic fouls that off.
When I talked to Coach off air a little bit too, he was impressed. He said that Allie Lamonska has probably added a couple of miles per hour to her pitching speed, and that might be enough to throw Pacelli off. As you talked about, they're a young team.
Pionic flies that one to deep right, and that's going to go over the head of the right fielder all the way to the wall. Throws it into the shortstop Sabel, and that's going to be a leadoff triple for Maddie Pionic.
And just like
Pacelli.
Just like Coach was talking about, that was a gap shot. If you're not playing the rotation, Marissa was into the gap where that was supposed to be, but it was hit so hard. She turned around, and then she lost it for a second, and then it ended up behind her. And they have a runner at third to start things off.
Up now, Katie Ilka, and she fouls that one back for strike 1. So we have Pionic over there at third as just a freshman.
I didn't even pay attention to that. That's incredible.
Ilka, the junior here, batting in the second spot. Corners are in for Oakfield. Shot down the right field line. That's going to go just foul. Strike 2. Lamonska way ahead here in this count. Up early, we got the corners still in for the Oaks. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
So Ilka at the plate.
She drives that one to center. That's going to be right to Robinson. She snags it. Tagging up is going to be Pionic, and scoring on the sacrifice fly to center field.
And Pacelli gets on the scoreboard first right away here in the first inning.
First baseman.
On the sacrifice fly out to the center fielder, Maddie Pionic scores after hitting a triple.
Yeah, the leadoff triple, and I mean, when you have a runner at third base to start the game, that's very important to get him across early, and Pacelli did. Up now, Hannah Trzynski.
Lamonska ahead in the count already there, 0-1. Started out with a changeup. One of the things that Coach said is he wanted to make sure the girls took their time, followed through with some of the stuff that Coach Paige Peterson was working with them on, especially on their breathing to stay nice and relaxed.
Brzezinski fouls that off out of the stadium. 0-2 now. Lemanska dealing a little bit low in the dirt for ball one.
Good waist pitch right there. See if she would chase. I think it was another changeup that she came after her with.
Yeah, Lemanska's been ahead in all three of the counts so far. Throws that one in there, and Brzezinski grounds that to the shortstop. Sabel picks it up and throws over to first in time for out number 2.
Yeah, I was wondering how Krista Sabel would come back. I mean, even after she made that error, and she came right back the next fielding ball and was able to get herself focused. So
yeah, she had the double error again on Thursday night in that one, fielding and then throwing, but not on this one. She was able to handle the ground ball and stepped and throws over to first base for out number 2, bringing up Kaylin Yenter.
Yenter was 3 for 4 in the game against Assumption.
First pitch
right on
ball.
the outside edge.
Second pitch in there for strike 1. 1-1 to Yenter.
Trying to see again who's the pitcher, or who is the...
Flies that one to right field, and Kotke's going to go into foul territory and make the grab for out number 3.
Good hustle over there by Marissa Kotke, chasing that one down. We're going to step aside. We'll be back after the top of the first. Pacelli is up 1-0. We'll see what our Lady Oaks can do as they come out to bat. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on WFDL.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Stevens Point Pacelli just got finished with their warm-ups and their pitching. Go around and quickly go around their horn for them. Caleb, if...
Yeah, pitching is going to be Peyton Mansell. Behind the plate, it's going to be Kaylin Yenter. At third base is going to be Maddie Pionik. At short, it's going to be Kelsey Giese. And second base is going to be Ava Tess. First base is going to be Hannah Trzynski. In left field, we have Caden Nelson. In center, Katie Ilka. And in right field, it's going to be Amelia Martini.
So let's see if the Lady Oaks can do something here to start. It's not their MO to do so. They typically don't start very quickly. They like to go through the lineup a couple of times, and once they've gone through that lineup, then they can usually come back.
Yeah, so I think last year Lemanska pitched for Oakfield in the championship, as well as Mansell here for Pacelli. So it's a team rematch as well as a pitching rematch. So that should play a little bit of a part into this Oakfield team.
Coach Schaefer had shared with me, he said he expected 8 players on both sides. So 8 players from Pacelli played in this game last year, and 8 players from Oakfield played in this game last year.
Leading off is going to be Marissa Kotke, and that is a first pitch ball to her just outside.
Yeah, Kotke, again, we talked about, she's been struggling at the plate. She went 0 for 4 on Thursday night.
Called strike there.
It's 1-1, right?
Count should be 1-1.
We'll have to just make sure that we just focus on what we do and not look at necessarily what's up on the scoreboard.
Does not get it down for strike 2. 1-2 here is the count now to Kotke.
1-2.
the senior from Oakfield. Mansell fires that one in there for strike 3. Kotke's going to go down swinging.
Marissa had told me once before on one of the interviews that she loved fast pitching. Well, she's got it coming to her here from Mansell. That's very strong on the mound. Gets the first strikeout in this inning and in the game.
Mansell has been just on a tear with strikeouts this year. Doesn't have as much innings, only 47 innings pitched, but 105 strikeouts. Up now, Ryan Vielbig, number 3. Lefty hitter here for Oakfield. Called strike 1 there. Looks at that one just outside. Going to be 1-1.
I'm getting nervous every time somebody goes in and out. They told us they would leave the door open so I wouldn't have to worry about my extension cord, and instead they're slamming it even harder.
Fouled up, back right to the catcher, and she drops it. It was in her glove and came out.
Good break there for Vielbig.
So 1-2 now to Vielbig. Wasn't very high, only went about 10 feet in the air. Catcher was right underneath it and
had a lot of spin on it though.
Yeah.
And that bigger ball sometimes trying to get the glove, but typically you're normally not having your catcher take that one anyways. But you had to, I guess, I would say that. The pop fly was only maybe 15 feet up in the air.
Yeah, it wasn't very high at all, right to her. 2-2 now to Vielbig.
Ryan was 0 for 3.
Slaps that one right back to Mansell. Mansell picks it up and throws over to first for the out, number 2.
Nice job there for Mansell, fielding her position, came right back at her. Good job with making contact from Ryan Vielbig, but was right at Mansell for the second out.
Bringing up number 13, Olivia Robinson. The senior center fielder for Oakfield. Mansell throws that one in there to Robinson, who hits it to shallow center field. That's going to get down for a single.
Great piece of hitting there by Olivia Robinson. Great to see the number 3 hitter for the Oakfield Oaks getting rolling here right away. She was 1 for 3. She had a key double on Thursday night at 1 for 3. And right now she starts out with the first base hit for the Oaks.
Yeah, first hit of the game for Oakfield. Bringing up the pitcher, number 9, Allie Lamanska. See if she can keep it rolling here from Thursday night. First pitch to her is a ball outside.
Defensive note from the start of the inning. Flexing out Elevan order, now pitching Peyton Menzel.
Well, she was pitching before, so they just announced that they had a mistake in the lineup card.
Fastball right down the middle there. Lamanska looks at it for strike number 1.
You can hear that glove popping all the way up here through our headsets, which is absolutely amazing because we got it cranked up because of the sound of the speakers. I'm just impressed with the speed that Mansell's showing. You can see why they are the defending state champs.
Lamanska swings through that one for strike number 2.
We'd love to see Allie pitcher on pitcher right now, but she's the hitter, continuing her hot streak. Again, she was 4 for 4. She's one of the other seniors, again, on this team, playing from last year.
Mansell fires that one on the outside edge. That's going to miss. 2-2 now to Lamanska.
She did not miss by much, but again, we've talked about this at other times. Softball's different for pitchers than it is for baseball. There is no pitch count, so you can waste them if you wish.
Changes that one up, and Lamanska's going to go down swinging.
That was a great changeup thrown to Allie Lamanska.
Had come with a lot of fastballs in a row, and Lamanska just wasn't ready for the changeup there. Out ahead of that one, and she goes down swinging for out number 3 here.
No runs on one hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 1 full inning, your Lady Oaks trailing 1-0 to the Pacelli Cardinals. We'll be back after these messages here on AM 1170, The Source, WFDL.
Tonight's Oakfield game is proudly sponsored by Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance. For over 90 years, the team of Coles Hankey Kemmel have been serving the personal, business, and automotive insurance needs of the Oakfield community. A history of excellence starts with commitment to the roots of success and community. Contact Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance at 920-583-3010. A proud sponsor of tonight's game and Oakfield Athletics.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond as we're getting ready here. Well, TV timeout, so that's going to help us today. I forgot about that. That's why they're holding with the broadcast today on the television. They don't have a choice but to make sure that they can get their commercials in. And this is what sometimes causes headaches and issues for the teams. They're not used to having to wait.
Yeah, for sure. That is definitely going to be a difference. Oakfield liking to work quickly between innings, and they get held up there. I don't know what the TV timeouts are. Maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. I'm
usually,
not sure.
Yeah, about 2 minutes plus. And like you said, Allie Lamanska likes to work fast. She takes usually only 2 of her warm-up pitches after the first inning and just decides to go.
Up now is going to be Kelsey Giese for Pacelli. First pitch swung back and fouled off. And then second pitch, ball to her. Like that one just missed for ball number 2.
Just a little bit high from Allie Lamanska.
2-1 to Giese. Fouls that one back again on the right-hand side.
They're touching her. They're getting to the ball, which could be an issue later on. But as of right now, they have not. Well, I shouldn't say that. They had that one hit that was huge out to Kotke.
That one's fouled up the shallow third base side, and that's going to get down. Foul.
Alexis Liebnow and Savannah Tapp both going after it. The ball was only, again, it was probably about maybe 10 feet high, right halfway up the third base line. They couldn't quite get to it.
Yeah, almost by the on-deck circle there. Lamanska fires that one a little bit high. It's going to be a ball.
That was a great pitch, but an even better discipline at the plate, bringing that ball right about at the shoulders to the eyes, looking good.
3-2 here to Giese. Lamanska fires, and that's just low and outside for ball number 4. So the leadoff hitter gets on here via the walk.
Right fielder, Amelia Martinez.
Yeah, so you've got a runner on once again in this inning for Pacelli.
They had their leadoff hitter on last inning, and they do now to start the top of the second here. Martini flies that one to shallow right, and that just goes underneath the glove of Kotke out there. Foul.
Yeah, she gave a good run after it. That's going to be an issue that Coach said that they were willing to give up the lines today because they wanted to cover the gaps. And you can see that that's exactly what they're doing. He felt from last year's team that they were good gap hitters.
Amelia Martini here at the plate, just a sophomore. Hits that one on the ground to Sobel. Sobel picks it up and throws a second for out number 1. And Vielbig throws over to first, not in time for the double play. However, they did get one out there. The lead runner, Giese.
6-4 on the put out to Giese, and then the Martini reaching on the fielder's choice, so they just swap positions, but they take the out. I almost thought that she may have been able to take that herself, because again, Viobig is way in the gap.
Bunt gets down. Picked up and thrown over to first by Liebenau. In time, they call. Wow, that was a bang play.
What a great job there by Alexis Liebenau. I think they got fooled a little bit by the bunt, because coach said they're typically we're not a small ball type of team last year. But good job over there by Alexis Liebenau. Fielded it barehanded. We talked about that too.
Pacelli is not happy. The player is refusing to go to the dugout and staying on first base. Third base coach, head coach, I'm guessing, is talking to the umpire.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here. So it is an out, so they're going to send her to the dugout. Typically, I don't think you see that unless he's trying to send a message here that she is trying to send a message that we're here to play and we're going to be anything close. We're going to contest and see if that comes into play the next time.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought the out was over at second.
No, the third baseman picked it up on the bunt and threw it over to first.
Yep, I lost it.
Mansell here, the batter, is intentionally walked.
Let's see, so intentional walk. Why would they do that in this situation, Caleb? What is she batting here?
Well, batting 400 on the year, power hitter.
For Pacelli,
I mean, it's not a bad idea. Brings up the 9-hitter now. And obviously they like the matchup that they have with Lamanska here, as Caden Nelson is going to be at the plate. So
Nelson also batting 400. Mansell is at 478, so I can see why they made that change.
Plus you have a force out at all the bases now.
Right.
With 2 outs here, and that's going to run inside and hit Nelson. Not what you want for Oakfield after intentionally walking Mansell. Caden Nelson gets hit by pitch.
Now the bases are loaded, and coming up to bat is Maddie Pionik, who had the triple.
Not at all what you want.
No, not at all.
Maddie Pionik, just a freshman, had the triple in the first inning and scored the only run of the game here. Pacelli leading Oakfield 1-0 on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard here in the top of the second inning.
Checking with Nelson, who's the left fielder, that she's okay. A little stretching and she's fine.
First pitch here to Pionik. She flies it to center field. Liv Robinson camped underneath it and makes the grab for out number 3.
Wow.
Oakfield able to get out of that one.
Liv had that baby lined up the whole way. She waved everybody else off, says, I have it. Gets the third out. But the line is no runs on no hits, right?
I'd say no hits, no errors, and 3 left on.
Yeah. After 1.5 complete, your score here from Goodman Diamond is 1-0. The Cardinals from Pacelli with the lead. We'll be back after these messages here from WFDL, AM 1170. Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer. We'll be back.
The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to Facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Still having warm-up pitches here because of the TV timeouts. Caleb, I just don't remember. This has really got to play with your head. If you're a team that's used to going quickly, And I just don't recall you having to do that when you played in your two state games.
Well, yeah, baseball too. A little bit different again because you have a bigger diamond, so you're going to have longer throws for your infield, as well as it takes a little bit more for pitchers. I think it's 9 pitches or so for baseball, so it would make sense why we wouldn't notice it as much. But yes, I agree. I did not recall ever being held up due to immediate timeout.
And you were the first baseman, so.
Yeah.
And I should change that. It wasn't just 2 state games. It was 4 state games, 2017, 2018. So you're speaking from experience. The only thing I don't like, Caleb, is looking off to the left-hand side here, third baseline, looking a little cloudy.
It is. It's looking cloudy, a little bit darker gray. Not looking good here.
Stella Hoffman leading things off here. She's the left fielder, number 16.
First pitch swinging there, strike 1. Again, Mansell on the mound for Pacelli.
Another one of the seniors who participated in graduation last night. So far, I haven't really seen a lot of side effects from it, I couldn't say. I mean, I think maybe that the hit towards Kotke, but it was hit hard. I think we're not giving enough credit to the hit on that one because Kotke's got speed, and I think it's just a little bit of a challenge for her to turn the hips that first time.
Hoffman's going to go down swinging here, strike 3. Mansell just blows that fastball right by her.
Yeah, it didn't look like Stella was comfortable at all at the plate with her cuts. The first one was almost like a half swing and just did not get all over the pitcher.
Up here, number 8, Alexis Liebernow, third baseman for Oakfield. Mansell fires that one. Just on the outside corner, must have just caught a piece, and there's strike 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to challenge or make any comments again about officials. I did on Thursday night. This official set up directly behind the catcher, right over the top of her head. He is lined up with with the home plate really well.
Liebernow follows that one back for strike 2. Mansell working here ahead.
Liebernow getting a little bit of a piece of that, see if that relaxes the junior from Oakfield.
Mansell fires this one in. It's going to be just high for ball 1.
1-2's their count here.
Mansell's main pitch, obviously, here's the fastball. He's got a good one.
Yeah, watch the changeup coming.
Fastball there on the inside part of the plate for strike number 3. Liebenau's going to go down looking.
Again, I think the umpire has a little bit bigger strike zone than what the Lady Oaks saw on Thursday night. Thursday night was a very, very tight strike zone, and it was a little bit erratic. Today, again, the umpire is calling a lot more strikes, and I like seeing that.
Yeah, definitely making the girls swing the bat up there at the plate. Ball number 1 here to Savannah Tapp, outside.
Catcher here for the Oaks. Tapp was 1 for 3 on Thursday night.
Mansell throws that in there, and Tapp swings and misses. 1-2 here to Tapp. 1-1.
Savannah Tapp, also a senior.
Fouled back, straight back, hits the netting for strike 2.
You know, we talked a little bit about this last time too. So this is a big challenge. The graduation ceremony started at 7 and probably done, I'm guessing, by 8-ish, 8:30-ish, maybe a little longer. I'm sure the girls celebrated, obviously, a little bit. And then they got on the road and came back down here to stay with the team. We didn't talk to Coach this morning.
Tapp swings at that one and misses. Strike 3.
No runs, no hits.
So Mansell strikes out the side.
After two complete in the Division
3 strikeouts right here in this inning for Mansell. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. Again, we appreciate everything that you're doing for us so we can bring you this broadcast. Listening to Caleb Sauer and Jeff Sauer here on AM 1170 WFDL.
2024 state softball tournaments.
We call ourselves the Mighty Oaks.
We come from many communities. Oakfield,
Fond du Lac,
Waupun,
Lamira, Mayville, Rosendale, Brandon,
and others.
Some of us come as kindergartners.
Others join us later.
But we become one united school community, a family.
A family.
We have many opportunities
to get college credit while in high school,
as well as school-based work experiences.
New greenhouse,
new classrooms,
updated flexible learning spaces,
a new commons area,
as well as safe and secure entrances.
We are expanding to provide 5-day, full-day, 4-year-old kindergarten.
With on-site childcare.
We get free use of the renovated fitness center.
And so does our community. We are proud to be Mighty Oaks.
Our roots run deep.
Our branches stretch far.
We are the Mighty Oaks.
We are the Mighty Oaks.
Come join us. Come join us.
Come join us.
The youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Popping out the umbrellas because we got a little bit of sprinkles coming this way, and I'm more concerned about my equipment than I am about my hair. So we'll see how things turn out here. But yeah, normally these are the umbrellas I use to protect the equipment, put it on the tripod.
Popped up here, Katie Ilka, the batter. Allie Lamonska coming in and makes the grab right in front of Savannah Tapp for out number 1.
Alexis Liebnow was there also for the Lady Oaks, but Lamonska is obviously a good all-around athlete, and I think in this situation, I think that was a good play. She had it all lined up.
Yeah, she had it lined up. She came in and just made the grab for the flyout.
1 pitch, 1 out. That's what they need.
Brings up Hannah Trzynski, swings through that one and hits off Tapp and goes all the way to the backstop. For strike 1 here to Hannah Trzynski, the senior from Pacelli.
Grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning.
Still 1-0 here. Pacelli leading this one. Slaps that one to the right side. That's going to get down in front of Vielbig, or Kotke, I should say, over there in right field for a single.
Just like Coach had talked about, that was a gap shot. But Kotke was right where she was supposed to be. Just couldn't get to it quick enough. Sometimes you see them try to make the play at first. I was surprised I did not even see Georgia Hoffman break towards first.
Yeah, I mean, that was a line shot again. Kotke playing a little bit deeper. I don't think she would have been able to make it there in time.
Second hit of the game for Pacelli.
Kaylin Yenter up to bat. Swings through that one for strike number 1.
I may end up shuffling all the equipment a little bit tighter into me so I can get it all covered pretty much with the one umbrella. If it's coming, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we put the umbrellas away. Maybe or keep them out because it actually isn't raining right now. So we'll see what happens.
Lamonska fires that, and that's going to just miss on the changeup. 2-1.
Yeah, it was a good changeup there. Don't know that you want to leave a changeup high, but still ended up being a ball.
Grounder to the shortstop. Sobel picks it up, fires to Vielbig at second for out number 1. Vielbig throws to first, and that's going to get by Hoffman and roll all the way to the wall. So they only get 1 on the play.
Fielder's choice for Giese. Again, I think that Krista could have taken that herself and put herself in a better situation to get that out. Or sorry, that was Kalen Yenter. My apologies. Yenter was the one that reaches on the fielder's choice. Krasinski is out on the 6-4 putout for the second out.
Yeah, Savo again. When she picked it up, she was a couple steps from second base. Could have easily probably stepped and made the throw there, but decided not to. So
it's just such a tough play with your second baseman running towards the base. Their momentum is going in the opposite direction, which then causes, I think, it's really difficult to get something onto the throw. And she tried to turn it, but she just couldn't even get it to Hoffman.
First pitch was a ball there to Giese. Second pitch, strike. And Lamonska fires another strike in there. 1-2.
We thought it would be a pitching duel. It is, but I would have to say right now, I would say Pacelli was winning the battle, but not this time.
Giese goes down swinging for strike 3.
In the
no runs.
Third, no runs
no,
on
one hit, no errors, and one left on.
Base. After 2.5, your score.
I'm mimicking the announcer here. After 2.5 here, your score. Oakfield Lady Oaks 0, the Pacelli Cardinals 1. We'll be back here with the bottom of the third. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on Radio Plus. Or sorry, on AM 1170, The Source.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
The youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Bottom of 3 coming up for the Lady Oaks is going to be number 12, Georgia Hoffman. She's the first baseman. Designated player, Lainey Shep, number 7, and then the top of the order for the Lady Oaks.
Yeah, checking out the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard here. Pacelli leading this one 1-0 over Oakfield in the bottom of the third.
So I'm going to adjust my equipment here. If I lose sound, please stick with us. I'll get it back. That's also a message to Nick. If we lose, let me know, just because I can see a couple of sprinkles on Caleb's umbrella here, and I'm going to slide it so I got all the stuff underneath my umbrella. So Caleb will make the call here. Again, I mean, he's been doing it the whole time, and I keep telling him, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that he's been able to do this with me today.
Brings up here Georgia Hoffman, leadoff hitter in the bottom of the third inning for Oakfield. Mansell on the mound has 5 strikeouts on the day. Fires that on the outside edge for a called strike 1. To Hoffman.
Well, we listened to the Milwaukee station because that's where we were coming from in Waupun, and they said rain between 12 and 3, I believe it was, hitting the Milwaukee area. That means it would start a little bit earlier here.
Hoffman swings through that one for strike number 2. Mansell again on the mound has 5 strikeouts on the day. Hoffman stays alive, fouls that one back to the backstop. It'll still be 0-2.
I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time just sliding this stuff, but I am. But I think I got it now.
1-2 here to Hoffman. Called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. She's going to go down looking.
Yeah, now again, yesterday, that was not a strike. Or sorry, on Thursday night. And but we're in the third inning. You should know that we got to make those adjustments here in this championship game, because that's what the good teams are going to do.
Brings up here Lainey Shep. Swings through that one and fouls it back. For strike number 1.
Shep again was 3 for 3. She also had a great day, if I remember correctly, Caleb, when they played against Barneveld in Belmont. I think she was perfect on that day, too.
Yeah, I think she was 3 for 4. Grounder to Mansell. She picks it up and fires over to first, and that gets by the first baseman. So the throwing error, only about 6 feet away, decided to make the overhand throw. Spiked it in the dirt.
I think that was what the issue was. I think she got caught in between, and that caused a headache for her because of the being so close to the first baseman. That she should have done it underhand, right? But I think
or just taking it herself. And
that too. She had her beat there. You're right.
So that might rattle Mansell here. Bunt attempt here by Kotke. She gets it down. Mansell picks it up, throws. This time in time on the money for out number 2, but Kotke gets the job done and moves the runner over.
That was a great bunt, and that might be what we're going to see, enough to get Marissa charged up and get herself at the plate with a couple of base hits yet today, hopefully. She did her job. She moved Shep over to second base. Shep with good speed. Any contact here on a base hit, they should tie the game for the Lady Oaks.
Brian Vielbig up now. Definitely contact hitter for Oakfield. Lefty.
The slap hitter. You got the whole infield. I was just watching this here. The shortstop's in tight. Second baseman is also a little bit, but not quite as much. So I wouldn't be surprised here. I mean, I would probably possibly look at laying down that bunt maybe to the third base side.
First pitch ball to Vielbig. Second pitch there on the outside for ball 2. To Vielbig here from Oakfield.
Way ahead in the count.
Looks at that one on the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
What I do like about this, Caleb, you can see it here on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard here. They put up the pictures, and they give you all the stats. Good smile there by Ryan Vielbig on the Jumbotron, I guess you would call it.
Misses on the outside part of the zone there for a ball. 3-1 to Vielbig.
I just think this is a perfect situation to lay down a bunt, especially to third base side.
Vielbig hits that one foul, straight back. 3-2 is the count now to Ryan Vielbig. 2 outs. Big spot here as there's a runner in scoring position for Oakfield. That is Shep. Vielbig hits that one in play to the shortstop. She picks it up, fires in.
Safe.
Not in time. Wow. Another bang play there.
I'm expecting to see Coach come walking out of the dugout.
Yep,
Vielbig with great speed, and on the left-hand side, she already has that, and she's a running slap hitter, so she has a 2-step lead. And it was a great job there with the infield hit.
Great piece of hitting there. I was shocked the shortstop did not tag Shep, as Shep was right behind her.
Yeah, I think she wasn't. I mean, obviously you know that would be the play, is to fire to first typically, but that's, again, you didn't take into consideration that it was Ryan Vielbig, and she's going to move up on a stolen base. Runners now sitting at second and third.
Brings up number 13, Olivia Robinson, just who you want up here for Oakfield. Base is open.
Robinson, a senior.
Slaps that one in the gap. That's going to be left center field all the way to the fence. And that's going to score 2. Robinson looking third. She's on her way there, and she makes it in time She beats the throw for the bases clearing triple.
Great job there by Liv Robinson. Takes that pitch you talked about it, Caleb, right off the bat. Good cut at that one. Hit it hard. One hopper to the fence. The left fielder was playing way shallow. I don't understand that when you've got Liv up. And the center fielder was playing a mid-deep, shading to the right-hand side. And it just hit the bottom of hit the warning track, hopped into the fence. Liv got on her horse, got all the way over to third, cleared the bases as Vielbig and Shep come around and score.
Brings up here the pitcher, number 9, Allie Lamanska. For Oakfield, still a runner on base in scoring position.
Up 2-0.
2-1. The score is
2-1.
here for Oakfield.
On the Bristol Morgan Banks scoreboard. It's a good thing I got Caleb here.
Lamanska follows that back. I thought that was going to miss. Just hits the netting.
Right here, we're sitting up. We don't have protective netting, but we got their umbrellas.
Yeah, I would have to use the umbrella to shield the ball away.
0-2's the count to Lamanska. She could help herself out here to get one more run in. Again, they've got that huge left center gap.
And Menzel finds the outside edge and blows it by Lamanska for out number 3.
Left on base. We are through
2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Oh, I take that back, 1 error, yeah. And 1 left on after 3 complete here from Goodman Diamond. The Lady Oaks with the lead, 2-1 over Pacelli Cardinals. We'll be back. Listen to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on AM 1170, The Source, WFDL.
We know Stan's Service Center in Oakfield repairs vehicles, trucks, vans, and more. Stan's takes care of routine maintenance too. But did you know Stan's Service Center maintains and repairs utility, boat, and camper trailers? Everything from brakes, tires, lights, and more. Got a problem? Call Stan. Call 583-3058. 583-3058. Log on, stanservicecenter.com. Stan Service Center is a sponsor of the Oaks in today's game.
And a reminder, they can service and take care of your air conditioning units, too.
Tonight's Oakfield game is proudly sponsored by Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance. For over 90 years, the team of Coles Hankey Kemmel have been serving the personal, business, and automotive insurance needs of the Oakfield community. A history of excellence starts with commitment to the roots of success and community. Contact Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance at 920-583-3010. A proud sponsor of tonight's game and Oakfield Athletics.
Katie's.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Just having a little conversation with Caleb off the air here that Allie Lamanska had that an opportunity there to help her own cause out. With Liv Robinson sitting over at third base, unfortunately she was unable to execute that, but another nice triple by Olivia Robinson. That's the second extra base hit that she's had here in the tournament. And they got Pacelli down for 2 errors in the game so far. Oakfield with 3 hits and no errors. So that's a big difference from what happened here on Thursday.
Yeah, definitely. Oakfield looking sharp here defensively today. Lamanska, not as many strikeouts as we might be used to, but she still has done a nice job on the mound for Oakfield. Again, going into this top of the 4th inning here.
Doesn't surprise you, though, that this is the championship game and you've got 2 of your better teams in the state. If I remember watching most of the rankings all season, Caleb, I believe that Pacelli and Oakfield were bouncing back and forth between 1 and 2.
Martini, leadoff hitter for Pacelli, grounds that one to Vielbig, the second baseman, and she decides to hang on to it.
Yeah, there wasn't much that she could do there.
So Martini's going to reach on the leadoff single for Pacelli. Grounder up the middle, and it was a tougher play by Vielbig. Made the play, but just never.
Yeah, Vielbig is way in the gap here at second base.
Grounded to Sabel again. She picks it up, throws the second, and gets the out. No throw from Vielbig. there. Decided to hang on to that one.
6-4 on the putout for the first out.
Pitcher, Peyton Menzel.
Ava Tess reaching on the fielder's choice for the Cardinals. Coming up now is the pitcher, Peyton Mansell.
Lamanska blows that one by her. On the outside part of the plate. Mansell looks like a little later swing. Regardless, 0-1 count now. Lamanska fires that a little bit high. It's going to be ball 1.
Last time they intentionally walked Mansell to load the bases. Or no, actually it was just to put the force in play.
And South swings through that one. Fouls it off herself.
Yeah, it hit off of her knee, it almost looked like.
1-2 the count.
He's only had 23 at-bats, Caleb. I just looked at that up on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Savannah Tapp caught that high rise ball, who thought about throwing it down to first, which I think would be a good idea here to show them that they're not afraid and try and get them to stay closer to the base.
And so rips that one down the line. That's going to be just foul. Staying alive here, 2-2 the count. 1 out only. The runner on first is Tess for Pacelli.
What a great day it's going to be here for some softball, especially for our area, the Waupun-Fond du Lac area.
Lamanska blows that one by her for strike number 3. Mansell goes down swinging.
I only have that as a second strikeout so far for Allie Lamanska. And her partner there, or their opposite player, has 6 strikeouts already in the game.
Up now, Caden Nelson, the 9-hole hitter for Pacelli. First pitch ball.
Got hit by a pitch in the second to load the bases.
Lamanska finds the zone there for strike number 2 on the outside part of the zone.
I think that was...
Nelson swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2 is the count. Would be great to finish right here, Caleb, but get out of this inning. Don't bring up the top of the order until the 5th.
Yeah, after putting up a 2-spot, Oakfield looking to try to get out of this. And Lamanska fires in there for strike number 3. Nelson's going to go down swinging.
Back-to-back Ks for Allie Lamanska, which she's starting to get things heated up here. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 3.5 here at Goodman Diamond, the Lady Oaks with a 2-1 lead, and they're coming up to bat to see if they can add to that. It's going to be coming up. It's going to be Stella Hoffman, Alexis Liebnow, and Savannah Tapp. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on Radio Plus.
Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin Daily Specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond here on the campus of UW-Madison, home of the Badgers. Once again, on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard, score is 2-1 here, and the Lady Oaks coming up to bat. Stella Hoffman trying to get things rolling here.
Yeah.
Still got a TV timeout.
2-1. Oakfield is leading over Pacelli.
Did I say it? Okay. And the Pacelli ladies are out there dancing. Gotta love that they're having enough fun to enjoy the music. So it must be an extended timeout. Coach Schaefer talking to the umpire. They're not used to this either.
And the rain is coming down now.
Yep.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Oakfield Oaks, left fielder.
Just a light shower right now, hopefully. I mean, it's pretty dark. You can really see the scoreboard lit up. I'm surprised maybe they don't turn on the lights.
Yeah, that's got to be something they got to think about pretty soon.
I would think so.
Still hopping the batter. First pitch ball to her on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah.
Mansell on the mound for Pacelli. Hoffman follows that one up and out of the stadium.
Almost had a chance there for a souvenir.
1-1 the count here to Hoffman.
Kind of got enough protection there from the building. There's a base hit coming here from Stella Hoffman.
Looper to center field, gets down. So Hoffman reaches on the single, leadoff single here for Oakfield.
Great to see one of those seniors once again getting things rolling here. After graduation last night, Coach Schaefer wasn't sure how things were going to go. Got a pinch runner coming in for Stella Hoffman. That's going to be number 6. Kylie Marco.
First base for the Oakfield Oaks, number 6, Kylie Marco. Marco, the pinch runner at first base for Oakfield.
Trying to protect the electronics a little bit. With just a couple of, again, it's not a heavy rain. It's just a little drops here and there, but it only takes one drop to hit in the right spot. And your electronics are useless, so hopefully that will stay the way that it is, or it would actually be nice if it would clear.
Brings up here number 8, Alexis Liebenau for Oakfield. Shows bunt, gets it down. Third baseman picks it up, fires to first. Looks like in time.
What a great play by the first baseman, Caleb. Third baseman came in charging, picked up the ball, and that was an excellent rotation, too. This is the first time I've seen that rotation where the pitcher, instead of coming in, she actually took off and went over to cover third. But the sacrifice by Liebenau moves Hoffman over to second, or actually Marco running for Hoffman.
Up to bat now, Savannah Tapp, number 18 for Oakfield.
Seeing if she can keep things going.
Fouls that one straight back and out of the stadium. 0-1.
You know what, kid? They did not let the fans bring umbrellas in. When I went out to get my glasses, there was a lady from Oakfield heading back to her vehicle because she had 2 umbrellas, and they said no umbrellas allowed.
I see some people with ponchos. Liebenau grounds that one to shortstop. Fires over to first in time for out number 2. Marco waits for the throw and then advances to third.
Good heads up. Running there by Marco. Waited. She took a couple of steps. I almost thought that if she would have ran a little bit closer to the shortstop, that it may have caused a little bit of an issue with having the shortstop being able to not concentrate as well, but she stayed a little closer to the base. It's going to get past.
Get by the catcher, and Marco is going to reach home and score the run.
Wild pitch. Right off the tip of the glove.
It's a big run there for Oakfield as that extends their lead now to 3-1 over Pacelli.
The backstop a little bit deeper than most of the diamonds that we have seen them being playing at for softball. It's now 3-1.
The batter, Georgia Hoffman here. 1-1, 1-0 the count was, as that was the first pitch ball. Fouls that one off the catcher's mitt. 1-1.
Here on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard, 3-1, the Lady Oaks with the lead. Still have Georgia Hoffman at the plate.
That one's inside and high for ball 2.
Wear it. It's the only thing I could keep thinking about there.
Mansell again has been on a tear. 6 strikeouts on the day. Hoffman follows that one deep right field, foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here to Hoffman. Mansell throws that one in the dirt for ball number 3.
Changeup held onto it a little bit, or released it a little bit too early. Didn't have enough momentum on it. Goes into the dirt. Full count here now with 2 outs for Georgia Hoffman, the junior for the Lady Oaks. Here's a pitch.
Mansell fires that one in there on the outside part of the plate, and Hoffman's going to go down looking for out number 3.
Yeah, second time in a row that she's gone down looking. I think she thought it was a little bit too far inside, but the official has been calling it consistently that way, and expected her to make the adjustment. She did not. But the Lady Oaks with a 3-1 lead on the wild pitch, allowing for Kylie Marco to score for who was pinch running for Stella Hoffman. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on AM 1170, The Source.
The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated is a proud sponsor of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game. Success on the court or the field starts with the right team, with the right coaching. Oakfield Elevator's line of wholesale feeds, fertilizers, agrochemicals, and supplies is supported by their line of experts and friendly sales staff. Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated, 280 North Main Street in Oakfield, a proud supporter of Oakfield Athletics.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Up on the big Jumbotron you can see over there. Well, you can't. We can. They're asking for people to sign up to be officials. Caleb, you've talked about that back and forth, especially on the hockey situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good opportunity. Obviously, they need officials in the WIAA.
Yeah, these games and contests don't take place if you don't have officials. And like everything else that seems to be happening here, the older, everybody's getting older. The officials who've enjoyed it are also starting to get at that point as well. That was a nice gesture right there by Alyssa Lanning, one of the other seniors coming out of the dugout with one of the extra balls, wiping it off. Official put it in his little side pouch right there.
Up now here is going to be the leadoff hitter for Pacelli, Maddie Pionik.
Talked about it before, Pionik just a freshman. She's the third baseman.
First pitch ball there to her from Lamanska.
That one also a little bit low, ball 2.
2-0 here to Pionik. If you're Lamanska, you want to go right at her after getting the lead up to 3-1 now.
Oh, 3-0. Well, you just don't want to give them anything. You've got the momentum right now. You're up 3-1. Don't give them anything to celebrate. Go after her. Right on the outside edge, 3-1.
Called strike there to Pionik. Monska fires. That's a grounder. Hot corner over there at third base. Hits off Liebenau's glove and goes all the way to the outfield. And Pionik, well aware of the situation, takes second base as the left fielder, Stella Hoffman, slow to get that one in. Pionik took second base. It was only really a single.
Yeah, they
she
gave her
stretched
an
it into
error.
a double.
They gave her an error on that. I don't agree with that at all. I believe that the way you call it was exactly the right call that should have been made. That was such a hot shot. They just must have a little bit higher expectations than what I have. But the bigger issue there, Caleb, is exactly right. Stella coming in a little bit late, not very aggressive. Pionik says, I'll take care of that, and gets over to second.
Brings up Katie Ilka. First pitch ball to her. Second pitch, that's going to miss just outside.
2-0 now.
Monska falling behind in the count again. Hitter's count here for Katie Ilka. 3-0. Monska struggling here in the top of the fifth inning. It could be because we saw some more rain and the ball might be a little bit damp. Monska finds the zone there for strike one.
We've seen this happen, though, out of Allie on a lot of games. She gets late into the game, and she has just like a set of 3 or 4 batters where she struggles.
Slapped into center field by Ilka. That's going to get by Olivia Robinson, and that's going to allow the runner to score. Ilka reaches second on the error there. Reached first on the single, and then it got underneath the glove of Robinson out there in center. Good thing Kotke was backing up. Robinson there to cut that one off.
First baseman, Hannah Trzynski.
You can see Allie is talking to the dugout. I'm assuming it's to pitching coach maybe. It's now 3-2 on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard.
3-2 Oakfield.
And Ilka and Pionik just switched positions as Pionik came in and scored. Like I said, it was a good single.
Up now, Hannah Trzynski.
Twice grounding out to the shortstop.
3-hole hitter for Pacelli. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth.
I take that back. She had a single the last time.
And that's going to get by Tap and move Ilka to third.
Nobody out. That gets off of the glove of Savannah Tap. And now the runner sitting at third. Coach Schaefer's going to come on out there and have a conversation. See if he can get the infield settled down and maybe get Allie to settle as well. We'll step aside and take it with him. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on Radio Plus.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday. Downtown Oakfield.
Welcome back here, Coach Schaefer done. Thanks to Katie's Log Cabin for being one of our sponsors. We had a chance to go over there last week, and boy, I had a great Saturday meal.
Looked like a ball there. Mound visit might not have helped.
3-1 to Trzynski.
Hitters count. Grounds that one to Vielbig. Vielbig picks it up, fires over to first in time for out number 1, but Trzynski going to get the RBI as Ilka came in to score from third.
We've talked about this several times also. I think that's the right play. You give up the run, but you got to get outs. You don't get out of an inning without getting 3 outs. So if you have a chance to get outs, you got to take it. Smart play there. I think that's also something, Caleb, I'm noticing. These are some hard hit ground balls. I don't know if their ladies are used to the speed.
Yeah,
velocity.
Pacelli's been able to find their groove hitting some shots, squaring up some balls here.
That's why I thought that the shot by Ilka should have been a base hit.
And Kaylin Venter drives that one to left, and that's going to hit off the wall and then get by Hoffman as she went to go pick it up. Kaylin Yenter, I should say, reaches second on the stand-up double.
Third time through the lineup. We've also talked about that too. You've made the adjustments. You've seen your pitcher come at you twice. And this is textbook what you expect to see here from a team that is a state qualifying caliber team here in the championship.
The defending champs.
Yeah, defending champs, exactly right. And again, Coach had talked about it. 8 of the players from Pacelli were on that championship team last year.
Kelsey Giese, the batter now, squares the bunt, hits it foul.
And again, I think that's the right play as well here for Pacelli in Giese to just try and get Yenter over to third.
Corners in for the Oaks. Giese follows that one back, swinging. 0-2 now to Giese with Yenter on second base in scoring position. Ellie Lamanska still on the mound here, struggling in the top of the 5th inning. Giese follows that one out of the stadium. Staying alive. Making Lamanska work for this one. She's ahead of the count.
Yeah, I'd like to see Allie come with a high fastball. Try and blow it past her high. And there it is.
Called strike 3 as Giese goes down looking.
That's only the 4th strikeout for Allie Lamanska today. But it's a big, big out for the second out.
That's huge. The runner still stays at second base there in Yenter. Bringing up here Amelia Martini.
Martini reached on a fielder's choice in the second, got all the way over to third base. And in the 4th,
hits that one shot. That's going to get by Vielbig and roll all the way to the wall. Martini, just a ground ball, really, but it was hit really hard, obviously.
Yeah, and I don't know if the moisture that we've had here with the rain and the dampness hitting that grass, you know it's going to skip and it's going to go faster.
Yeah, and that just went all the way to the wall out there in right center, bringing Yenter across.
Not taking anything away from that hit because that ball was hit very hard. It got on top of Vielbig in a hurry. Going to bring up the second baseman now, number 20, Ava Tess. She reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Grounded out to the third baseman, I believe on a sacrifice or on a bunt attempt.
Looked at that one for strike 1. Lamanska ahead now, 0-1 in the count, 2 outs.
Let's see how she's going to respond to this.
Misses just high there for ball number 1.
The 6th hitter in the inning. 3 runs have come across already.
Shows the bunt, attempts it, and misses it. So try doing the surprise bunt, getting it down. Could not even make contact.
Yeah, I think she may have had it.
Yeah, corners
We're
playing
back.
even with the base. Yep. 1-2 here now to Tess.
Lamanska. That one's going to
fouled off on the right side. Foul ball just past the reach of
Georgia Hoffman over there
at first. Went for it in foul territory. Just a flare, so just reached past her reach. 1-2 as Tess stays alive here. 1-2 count, 2 outs.
Big pitch coming here for Lamanska. See if she can get out of this.
Fouls it back, hitting to the netting. Staying alive here.
A changeup came in there that time by Allie Lamanska. getting a little bit too far out in front of it.
Pacelli
Was
now
Tess.
leading this one 4-3. Monska hangs on to that one a little bit too long. That's going to be outside for ball 2.
Throw a rise ball in there, and it rose, but it was just on the outside. It's now 2-2 with 2 outs. The Lady Oaks need to get out of it, and they don't. Oh, I thought she had it.
Looked like a swing and a miss by Tess. Just got a piece of it and went by the catcher tap.
Yeah, she had it in her glove for a second, and then ricocheted off. It would have been strike 3.
Tess staying alive.
Let's hope that they don't pay for not catching that foul tip.
That one's going to be just high to Tess, so it's going to be a full count now.
The junior second baseman for the Cardinals. Runner sitting over at second base. Comes inside and blows it past her for the big out here in the inning. For the 3rd out for the Cardinals from Pacelli.
2 errors and 1 left on base.
So they have it down for, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Caleb. Go finish that line out.
3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on.
All right, Oakfield.
Yeah, again, I disagree with the 1 error there, but we're going to step aside. We're going to come back here in UW-Madison campus, the Goodman Field Diamond. You're listening to Caleb Sauer and Jeff Sauer on the Bristol Morgan scoreboard sponsorship. The Pacelli Cardinals take the lead 4-3. We'll be back.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game. Tonight's Oakfield game is proudly sponsored by Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance. For over 90 years, the team of Coles Hankey Kemmel have been serving the personal, business, and automotive insurance needs of the Oakfield community. A history of excellence starts with commitment to the roots of success and community. Contact Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance at 920-583-3010, a proud sponsor of tonight's game and Oakfield Athletics.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. The Pacelli Cardinals just took the lead away from the Oakfield Lady Oaks here in the top of the 5th. Coming up to bat here for the Lady Oaks. Going to be leading things off is going to be number 7, Lainey Shep. Got on with an error, and she scored, and then that's going to bring up to the top of the order Marissa Kotke. Struck out in the 1st, and then in the 3rd, sacrifice bunt for an out, but it allowed for
the Oakfield Oaks designated player Lainey
Shep to come in, and she moved over to 3rd on that, and then she was able to score on the single by Ryan Vielbig. So let's see if they can get something rolling again here. 3rd time.
Grounder to third baseman, picks it up, throws over to first in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Boy, that was a great play. Just a freshman. Maddie Pionic is really athletic over there at 3rd for a freshman.
Right fielder Marissa Kotke.
Shep grounds out to start the inning, bringing up the top of the order, Marissa Kotke for
There
Oakfield.
was no indecision there by Pionic. She picked that up and quickly fired it over to first base, knowing that the speedy Shep was on her way there.
First pitch is going to be a strike swinging from Kotke. Mansell blew that one right by her there. Grounder to third base again. Piana picks it up, fires the first in time for out number 2. Looked like that was going to roll foul.
Yeah, but she didn't. She was on top of it so fast. She was not going to have any of that.
second baseman, Ryan
Brings up
Vielbig.
here, number 3, Ryan Vielbig.
Both of those were so quick. Grab the ball, fire it over, get the out. And both of those ladies are fast.
Vielbig bunts right back to Mansell. Mansell picks it, throws it to first. In time. Bang, bang play for out number 3. Vielbig, the bunt attempt to the pitcher. Got it down. Mansell picked it up, threw it over to first for out number 3.
4 pitches in that inning, Caleb.
Yeah, that was a quick inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on. And after 5 complete here from the Goodman Diamond, the Lady Oaks trailing the Pacelli Cardinals 4-3, coming here in the top of the 6th. For the Cardinals is going to be number 13, the pitcher, Peyton Mansell. Caden Nelson, the left fielder, and then back to the top of the order. And as well as Pianik has played over at third base, she's going to be charged up. She's already scored twice. So we'll see what happens. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on AM 1170. The Source, WFDL.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Jeff Sauer, Caleb Sauer here on the call. Top of the 6th inning here, Caleb, and Pacelli just put up a 3-spot in the 5th inning, and then 4 pitches, and they're out and right back on offense. So what do you think the Lady Oaks need to do here in this inning?
Yeah, they need to shut them down. That's all that they need to do. I mean, obviously, now they're down 4-3 in this one here in the top of the 6th inning. They just put up a 0 spot. Pacelli had put up a 3 spot before that. They got to hope for a 1-2-3 inning.
Coming up is number 13, the pitcher, Peyton Mansell, batting .478, but she's only had 23 at-bats.
Grounder over there to Liebenow at third base. That's going to go just foul.
That's kind of a dangerous play because if she would have been behind the base and touched it, that would have been a base hit. She wasn't able to field it cleanly.
Strike 1 there to Mansell. Grounded over there to Sabel at short. Sabel picks it up. Plenty of time. Does not make the throw very accurate, but Hoffman pulled off the base and tags Mansell.
Nice play there by Georgia Hoffman to save a potential runner coming on base in Mansell. Good job there by Krista Sabel to field it cleanly, but the ball is hopping all over. Like the Coach Schaefer had talked about before, this field's a little bit harder, and the ball bounces quite a bit.
Up now, number 14, Caden Nelson. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Left-handed hitter, also the left fielder.
Right down the middle, looks at it for strike 2. Monska up in this count.
Nelson was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. Be nice here if that would happen.
Just missed just outside there for ball 1. Monska hoping she was going to chase at that one.
Here comes the pitch.
Flares that one just out of play behind the dugout. First base side dugout.
Staying alive. Caden Nelson, a .400 hitter in the 9 spot. 55 at-bats, 22 hits. 35 RBIs, .764 slugging percentage.
Monska fires Hit on the ground to Sobel. Sobel comes in, charges, fires the first.
Oh, what a play.
Looks like in time for the out.
I thought it was going to be iffy because being a left-handed side, it wasn't a lot on it. I thought that Allie Lamonska could have fielded that as a pitcher, but instead takes a hop over to Sobel. Not much on it. She grabbed it quickly, and a great stretch over there by Georgia Hoffman to get the second out of the inning.
Bringing up here, number 2, Maddie Pionic, the leadoff hitter for Pacelli.
She had a triple the very first ball, drilled that one all the way out to the fence, and then flew out to the center fielder, was hit by a pitch in the 5th.
Clears that one out of play at the stadium for strike number 2.
Allie Lamonska way ahead in the count right here. You'd love to finish this. I mean, Pionic, after having 2 great defensive stops on the defensive side, usually gets it pretty charged up.
Follows that one way behind towards the first base side. Foul.
That was a great pitch. It was she had a rise ball on that, up at the eyes. Pionic went after it, so that's the pitch you wanted to throw. But Pionic got a piece of it, so let's see where we go inside. If we're going to come inside or outside edge. Back to the rise ball.
Ball high there, 1-2 now to Pionic.
2 outs here, just a freshman. Got her listed as a third baseman, and she sometimes catches as well. I'm very impressed with what she's been able to do.
Hits that one deep to right field. Kati underneath it. Makes the grab for out number 3.
That's exactly what the Lady Oaks needed here in the 6th. 3 up and 3 down. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody on base. And after 5.5 complete here from Goodman Diamond on the campus of UW-Madison, the home of the Badgers, the Pacelli Cardinals 4 and the Lady Oaks 3. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. I better get this one in as we come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on Radio Plus and AM 1170 WFDL.
The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to Facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Sportsmanship doesn't stop when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity, and leading by example. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance has been a proud sponsor of the WIAA Sportsmanship Award since it started 60 years ago. From baseball and softball to tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It also celebrates sportsmanship in your community. Visit www.ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can partner to be the champions. Coming up to bat here for the Lady Oaks to start things out. It's going to be Olivia Robinson. She's 2 for 2 for the day. She had a triple the last time. You can see this left fielder made the adjustment out there, Caleb, on Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to go more towards the gap and a little bit deeper as well. Pacelli leading this one 4-3.
It's a good gap on right center.
Robinson flare to the second baseman up in the air, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out again.
Yeah, that's the thing that has me concerned here. And I'm not opposed to going after the first pitch, but you've got to make sure that you're going to put it in play if you're going to do so. Because Mansell threw 4 pitches in the last inning. Right now, she's only thrown 1 and has 1 out. Allie Lamanska up to bat. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Swings on that one a little bit high.
Yeah, chased
1.
Right up there at the eye. She pulled her head on that swing as well.
Look good. You can tell the Oaks are hoping to get some hits here. They've been just taking cuts.
They're going after Mansell.
Fouls that one up and out of play.
Just over our head.
For strike 2. 0-2 now to Lamanska. Needs to put a charge into one here, get one in play.
Lamanska, the senior, batting .522 on the season. .657 slugging percentage.
That's going
staying alive.
Out of play. The first base side. Stays alive here in this one. 0-2 count, 1 out.
On the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard, 4-3. Still Pacelli with the lead, but the Oaks at the plate with 1 out. Allie Lamanska.
Mansell just misses on the outside. There, that's going to be a ball.
Little change up there. Outside and high. Lamanska let it go.
Yeah, she got Lamanska earlier in the game on the changeup for strikeout.
Yeah.
And Mansell fires in there. Lamanska fouls it straight back for this pitch. 1-2 still to Lamanska.
Looking up on that, again, that scoreboard here at Goodman Diamond. 6 hits for Pacelli, 4 hits for Oakfield, 2 errors by Pacelli and 1 on Oakfield. I really don't know that I would have called that one on Oakfield an error.
Look like in the dirt there. 2-2 count, ball.
9:37. I know that I talked with Nick before.
Fouled out of play.
Terry Davis is back at the station running our game feed here at 9:45. They have their shopping spree, and I know you talked about that they may have to cut to that. So I don't know what to do about maybe sharing out the link for the feed if you've got to go to. If they need to go to the shopping spree, we'll see what we can do here. I'll wait for a text maybe. Fouls another one.
Fouls off another one here to stay alive. 2-2 count still to her. 1 out.
I got 5 foul offs. Sorry, 4 foul offs, and then the 2 balls. Has her into a 8-pitch count.
Change up there just high. That's going to be ball 3.
Great job there by Allie. I mean, that's got to look like a beach ball coming into your eyes with no speed. Hardly at all. She lets it go and gets to a full count after being down 0-2.
Mansell fires that one in there. That's going to be off her glove to the shortstop. Bobbles it, and Lamanska's going to reach.
So there's going to be an error there. I'm wondering if they're going to give it to the shortstop or who, but right now the Lady Oaks don't care. They got a runner on base with only 1 out, and it's Allie Lamanska, and they're going to change her out with her courtesy has been Meredith Steinke this whole time, and she's coming right back out there. Steinke, I can't remember if she was I don't have a grade there. Is that on the regular sheet there, Caleb?
Freshman.
That's what I thought.
Allie Lamanska, number 6.
Brings up here number 16.
Marco, the courtesy runner at first base.
Stella Hoffman coming up to bat.
Stella Hoffman.
Number 2, Meredith Steinke. Steinke, the courtesy runner at first base.
So I think what I'm going to do for those who are out there listening to us on the radio, again, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll just double check and see if Terry is able to text me.
Bunt. Oh my gosh, what a play by the third baseman. Lays out fully in foul territory and caught that for the out, number 2.
Superman flying out there. right into the warm-up circle, which is no more than a foot and a half from the fence. A freshman laying out like that. Can you believe that play? Wow.
Real nice play. Coach is going to come out and talk to her. I mean, she's fine. I don't think this is necessary.
But it also breaks up the momentum. She lets it go.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, the momentum's in Pacelli's corner. So
yeah, right.
Questionable decision there. 2 outs, bringing up Alexis Liebenau.
Boy, I'm telling you right now, if I was asked to give the MVP of the game, let's go into that freshman.
Mansell still on the mound for Pacelli. Fires it in there. That's going to be high to Liebenau. 1-0.
Gotcha. Thanks a lot, Terry. Just letting us know that we're going to continue to stay here on air. Let this game finish out, then really short on the post game. So what we will do, because of the weather as well, I still will keep the stream rolling here. I will put out there the link on YouTube. If we do a post-game interview with the Lady Oaks, we did talk about possibly setting up something.
Strike there. 2-1 to Liebenau.
So just let the fans know out there that that's what we'll do. Thanks, Terry, for letting me know how we're going to be handling that. Yep, got it. We will do that. We're going to stay right here because we got a barn burner of a state championship here in Division 5. The Lady Oaks trying to get one back to Oakfield. 3-1 is the count to Alexis Liebenau.
Pacelli leading this 4-3 over Oakfield. Just
on the outside
part of the plate. Caught this plate there for strike number 2.
Full count. Liebenau went down looking in the second. Grounded out to the third baseman as a sacrifice.
Looked good, yep, right down the middle. Strike 3. Liebenau's going to go down looking.
Oh, you have to be aggressive up there. You've got to want to take and hit the ball.
We head to the 7th
no runs
in the 2024 WIAA Division 5 State Championship game.
1 hit,
with your score, the Pacelli Cardinals,
no errors,
4,
and 1 left on base. Coming up here in the top of the 7th is going to be the Pacelli Cardinals. We'll step aside, get in these ads. We'll come back and talk about how we're going to handle this should the Lady Oaks be able to come back and get a victory. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on AM 1170, The Source, WFDL.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
The youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
We know.
Welcome back here to Goodman Diamond. Just to let everybody know out there again, top of 7 here for Pacelli. Oakfield Lady Oaks are the home team, so they'll get another crack at it, but they're trailing here on the Bristol Morgan scoreboard 4-3. Pacelli with 6 hits, the Oakfield Oaks with 4 hits, 2 errors by the Pacelli defense and only 1 by the Lady Oaks. We know that there's going to be the shopping spree is going to be coming on pretty quick after the end of this game. So just make sure I did change the link to a public link. Again, right now we're only audio. So you're not missing anything on the video. We cannot have the video stream going, so you're only on audio. And should the Lady Oaks pull this out, we will have a post-game show and do some interviews at the end of the game. Typically, I know that it's the very last game, but I don't think that most of the girls would want to chat if they happen to fall here. But I'm expecting them to come back just as you are. Savannah?
Yoka up to bat now. Fouls that one up, and Savannah Tapp makes the grab for out number 1.
That is a huge out.
Hannah Trzynski.
Caleb, I mean,
needed to get the leadoff batter out, and they did to start the top of the 7th inning here.
Give themselves some momentum here.
Brings up number 11, Hannah Trzynski. That one's going to get by Tapp. Ball 1. To the 3-hitter for Pacelli.
So Ilka flies out to the catcher.
It's a little high there. Lamonska misses. 2-0.
Ilka hit a ball hard right up the center, although a little bit short of where Liv Robinson was playing. Nice pitch.
Just on the outside part of the plate there. Lamonska finds the zone. 2-1.
The ball got underneath Robinson's glove and allowed her to advance to second. Then she came around and scored.
Hit on the ground to Sobel. Sobel picks it up and fires it over to first for the out in time.
Two down for
Catcher, Kaylin Yenter.
Stevens Point Pacelli. Last out coming here. And then it gets the Lady Oaks a chance to get out there and score some runs. That's popped up way high.
Liebenau, third baseman, coming in and making the grab for out number 3.
The crowd is trying to get them all revved up here as the defense did their job. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on base. And the Lady Oaks are going to be coming up here in the bottom of 7, trailing 4-3 here on the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. We're going to step aside. We'll be back to finish up this 7th inning, and let's cheer those Lady Oaks on to one more run. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on The Source, AM 1170 WFDL for Radio Plus.
Stan's Service Center in Oakfield repairs vehicles, trucks, vans, and more. Stan's takes care of routine maintenance too. But did you know Stan's Service Center maintains and repairs utility, boat, and camper trailers? Everything from brakes, tires, lights, and more. Got a problem? Call Stan. Call 583-3058. 583-3058. Log on, stanservicecenter.com. Stan Service Center is a sponsor of the Oaks in today's game.
And a reminder, they can service and take care of your air conditioning units, too.
Tonight's Oakfield game is proudly sponsored by Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance. For over 90 years, the team of Coles Hankey Kemmel have been serving the personal, business, and automotive insurance needs of the Oakfield community. A history of excellence starts with commitment to the roots of success and community. Contact Coles Hankey Kemmel Insurance at 920-583-3010. A proud sponsor of tonight's game and Oakfield Athletics.
Katie's.
Welcome back to Goodman Diamond here on the campus of UW-Madison. Here's the stage, folks. The Pacelli Cardinals are up 4-3. They are the visiting team. That means the Lady Oaks are coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 4-3. They've got to see if they can find a way to push one run across to extend it. And if they can't get that one, things are going to be over for the 7 seniors for the Lady Oaks. But let's think positive. Great defensive inning that time in the top of the 7th, shutting down the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters.
Yeah, they needed the 1, 2, 3 inning, and they got it. Still trailing here by 1, but you have Savannah Tapp up to bat now for Oakfield.
Savannah Tapp, 0-for-2 so far. She struck out swinging, grounded over to the shortstop in the 4th. Let's see if she can get something rolling here. fouls that first pitch off.
First pitch fouled back there by Tap. Again, Peyton Mansell on the mound for Pacelli.
Got to give Mansell credit here. I mean, she has done an amazing job on the mound.
I think she's got 7 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, she's just been on fire.
Called strike 2 there on the outside edge to Savannah Tap. 0-2 now the count.
Savannah, the senior catcher here for the Lady Oaks. She was here last year. You would think that they would want to be aggressive up there at the plate. Wasted pitch there by Mansell.
Mansell hoping Tap was going to chase outside and a little bit high.
Did a great job, yep.
Tap did not go after it. 1-2 now the count.
283 hitter. 300 slugging percentage.
Mansell finds the outside part of the plate there, and Tap is going to go down looking to start off the bottom of the 7th inning.
First baseman, Georgia Hoffman.
We did wanted that base runner on so they could at least play some small ball to move her around. Now you put a little bit more pressure on the offense.
Number 12, Georgia Hoffman up to bat here for Oakfield in the 8th spot.
Georgia with only 32 at-bats.
Fouls that one down the right field line, out of play.
312 batting average. She struck out looking twice. Really needs something to happen here. Caleb, I think when I'm looking at this, it's the 6, 7, 8 hitters that struggled today against Mansell.
Yeah, definitely. We got the bottom of the lineup here now in the 8th spot. Mansell really taking advantage of that. Has got a lot of, I think, 3 strikeout lookings into the bottom of the order here.
Yeah, or 4. Oh, yeah, you're right, 3. Shep got on with an error in the 3rd, grounded out to the 3rd baseman, who's played out of her mind.
Ball 1 to Hoffman, evened up the count at 1-1. Hoffman just fouled that one straight down. It's going to be strike 2.
Georgia down to her last out. Needs to fight like crazy at the plate here and see if she can get a hold of a ball just to get on. I mean, they're playing deep in the outfield. If she can get a piece of it, drop that in here. Gives them a chance.
Fouls that one up and out of play. It's going to be out of the stadium. Hoffman hanging in there.
Yeah, I got to call that. It was a great pitch by Mansell. Good hard rise ball. Forcing Georgia Hoffman to swing at it behind on it because you can't get those hands through quick enough. Open up that hip.
We'll see what Mansell comes back with here. 1-2. Hoffman puts that one in play. That's going to be just foul. Right fielder and second baseman and first baseman all in the area for Pacelli. Just couldn't make the grab.
It was right in the Bermuda Triangle of those 3. Asking for a new ball because it's a little bit wet out there when it hits the grass. A good job there by the first baseman to call for that. Georgia staying alive, fouling him off. This has been 5 pitches to her. Still keeps the count at 1-2. 1 out for the Lady Oaks.
Mansell on the mound. Line shot up the middle by Hoffman, right at the center fielder. Ball hit well on the screws. Line shot, I mean, nothing you can do.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for a better hit. Georgia Hoffman drilled that ball. They had her shaded a little bit off to the right field side because of being behind on those pitches. And it hit hard. I mean, you were right. It was a line drive from where it left the bat and where the center fielder caught it, never dropped at all.
It's going to bring up here number 7, Lainey Shep.
It's going to be 2 outs for the Lady Oaks. Shep was on base in the 3rd and came around and scored.
Pacelli leading this one here, 4-3 over Oakfield. Oakfield down to their last out.
The sophomore outside.
Ball 2 now to Shep, 2-0. Boy, that'd be nice if you could walk the 9-hitter.
Get to your top, right? Unfortunately, though, there's those 2 outs, so you cannot play small ball to move her into position because that would be the one. You'd want her on the bases.
Called strike there to Shep. Watched it the whole way. 2-1 to Shep. 2 outs here. Peyton Mansell on the mound.
Lainey Shep, the daughter of the baseball coach, Aaron Shep, who had the baseball team had an amazing season as well.
Shep fouls that one back. Out of play.
And
2-2 the count now.
2 outs. Deuces are wild. Down to their final strike.
Peyton Mansell on the mound. Fires in there. It's going to be fouled out of play again by Shep.
Staying alive. Good piece of hitting up there by Lainey Shep. Trying to give herself a chance.
Doing what she can to keep this season alive for Oakfield.
A lot of room over there if she can find it to the right-hand or left-hand side.
Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, and Shep is going to go down looking, and that is going to end the game here as Pacelli wins 4-3.
Congratulations to the Pacelli Cardinals, repeat state champions, with an amazing, amazing game here, 4-3 victory for Pacelli. We're going to step aside. We'll come back here. We'll get a final line and finish things up. And we'll be right back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Caleb Sauer here on Radio Plus.
Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin Daily Specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game.
Welcome back here to Goodman Field. You can see the pain on the seniors' eyes for the Lady Oaks. 7 of them. But again, they had an amazing season. Back-to-back runner-up at state. I mean, you just can't ask for anything more except for a championship. And unfortunately, it didn't go that way. What do you got for a final line here, Caleb, on the post-game show?
Yeah, so Oakfield here, 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 error and 3 left on base. Pacelli Cardinals having 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors and 6 left on base.
So you would hope here, and they should. The Lady Oaks should be very proud. They should keep their head up high. Congratulations to the Lady Oaks are on their season. But they just ran into a tough Pacelli team, and they put up a 3 spot in the 5th, and the Lady Oaks could not overcome that deficit. But again, so proud of these ladies. We've seen them numerous times, Caleb, and they represented their community well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a senior dominant team again, and they had a tremendous season. Unfortunately, just falling up short yet again as they take the runner-up here in Division 5 state tournament.
Once again, we're going to give a shout-out to our sponsors, Bristol Morgan Bank and Bristol Morgan Bank on the scoreboard, Home and Auto Sales, Oak Central, Oakfield Booster Club, Katie's Log Cabin, Coles, Henke, and Kimmel Insurance, the School District of Oakfield, Stan's Service Center, Oakfield Elevator, and Integrity Saw and Tool. Again, thank you for the sponsorship. We couldn't do these types of broadcasts without you. Any final thoughts, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a great game. A really close game all the way through. Pacelli putting up the 3 spot there in the 5th inning to overtake the Oakfield Oaks in this one here. So 4-3 finish.
Again, they're handing out the medals to the Lady Oaks And we got to get step aside here as we got the shopping spree coming up here. So again, thanks a lot for following us. We really appreciate it. Congratulations again to the Lady Oaks. An amazing season. I've really enjoyed calling it for you. And again, thank you to Radio Plus and to Nick Rush and Terry Davis for bringing us on air. Take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a diamond or a field or a rink this summer.